All right, YouTube family, this news today is gonna piss you off, man. It's going to get you guys mad and understand why we do these type of videos. I want to give love to O'Shea Duke Jackson because I understand his commentary even better now. So let's get into this news. So a South Carolina man gets a life sentence after killing a mail carrier for not delivering his marijuana packages. You can't make it up. So a postal carrier by the name of Irene Presley was vehemently gunned down. That's right, gunned down because this notorious thug by the name of Trevor Raekwon, unfortunately he's named after the great rapper Raekwon Stewart. This guy right here and his accomplice, or accomplice, whatever you want to call them, Mr. Jerome Terrell Davis. And no, we're not talking about Denver Broncos running back. Can you believe it? Two ain't shit educational purpose NeGrumps named after two prominent black men who actually gave back to their communities and helped their communities. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about these two South Carolina dudes. And I hate I even have to mention South Carolina because South Carolina is a great city. Unfortunately, like most great cities, there are roaches amongst us that needs to be stepped on. And yes, I'm taking this to the heart. I used to be a postal worker service, and I don't know what could make someone lose their mind and kill a postal carrier, but in this case, you'll see what happened. Well, Mr. Trevor Stewart, he had 2 pounds of marijuana from California flying into him, and he was supposed to be receiving that. He didn't receive it, and he got mad because Irene, let me put up her picture. Irene Presley was doing her job. I don't even think she was snitching on them or anything. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's a certain limit on weight or whatever, they have to leave you a note. So I guess because it was 2 pounds, she left him a note and he got mad. He went back in the house and he unloaded on her. Before we read that deeply, let's go to the video and listen to the news team break this down for us.
For the robbery and murder of a postal carrier. Andrews man has been sentenced to life for the robbery and murder of a postal carrier. Trevor Sayward was convicted for the murder of a federal employee in the course of her duties, use of a firearm during a crime of violence, and more. Those charges stem from the September 23rd, 2019 incident in which officials say Sayward and another suspect, Jerome Hayes, were anticipating the delivery of 2 pounds of marijuana that had been shipped from California through the United States Postal Service. Instead of delivering the package to Sayward's home, mail carrier Irene Presley placed a note on his door. That note said they would have to grab the package from the postal office. Sayward and Davis tracked the victim down and shot her. Davis has been sentenced to 25 years in federal prison after pleading guilty to robbery plus other charges. For the robbery and murder of a postal carrier.
Now, you guys heard that correctly. He did do exactly what you guys heard. Now I want to read the actual, I went to the justice.gov to get the precise information. Now, evidence presented by the government at Stewart's trial basically said this. Davis change of plea hearing established that on September 23rd, 2019, Stewart and Davis were anticipating the delivery of 2 pounds of marijuana. Now, anticipating this delivery, they didn't get what they got. Basically, they got a note that said they had to go to the offices and pick it up. Now, rather than deliver the package to Stewart's residence in Andrews, South Carolina, the mail carrier, which is Irene Presley right here, well, she basically placed a form in the mailbox stating that the authorized recipient would need to come to the post offices to claim the package. After Stewart confronted Presley minutes later and failed to get the marijuana package, he returned home. Shortly thereafter, Stewart's home surveillance showed him leaving his home armed with an AR-15. Davis then picked up Stewart and the two went in search of Presley. After determining where Presley was on her route, Davis dropped Stewart off on Senate Road in Andrews, South Carolina. Davis then left the area, and a short time later, approximately 1 hour after she had left the form in Stewart's mailbox, Presley was driving down the road, and everything just went left after that, because when Stewart seen her, he opened fire and approximately 20 rounds from his AR-15 into the back of Presley's vehicle, striking her multiple times. He then got in her vehicle, drove approximately 3 miles away, where he ditched her in a ditch somewhere and left her there, and was looking for the packages, and he never found the packages, ladies and gentlemen. You know what makes this worse? And it shows you these dudes don't even properly contain themselves and keep composures and doing what they're doing, because they found a package of 2 pounds of marijuana on that road where he grabbed her, I guess, dead body from or whatever, and went to look for the packages. Had he done, listen, if you are now I'm giving my commentary, if you are a street dude, there's no way you'll co-sign 2 idiots like this. In fact, you are angry at 2 idiots like this because they jeopardize and mess up the situation for everybody who are trying to eat out here. We all want to feed our family. You always hear it every day where street dudes have it hard. They come from the mud. We all come from the mud. I come from the streets. Oh, they need a chance. Nobody gave them nothing, so they have no other choice. These dudes did have a choice. This is the story, shows you greed. Dudes have a bullying power where they feel they can trump anybody because they have bigger guns. This has nothing to do about hungry and hunger. It has everything to do about a menace and a cancer in the neighborhood. These dudes are selfish, and I think Jerome getting 25 years was not enough. You helped accomplish a beautiful young, well, old but still beautiful lady who you can tell was an energized person in her family. Not only that, more sad news. The family wanted everybody to know that Stewart, listen carefully to this, Stewart, you caused Mrs. Presley's her father to die. He was 97 years old and he died. They said he gave up because you took his daughter's life. Elisha Hubbard said, according to WPDE TV, during Thursday's sentencing hearing, adding that he loved the treats that Irene Presley would bring him every day. Stewart listened carefully to Presley's family as they spoke at the hearing and stood up when the judge asked him if he wanted to speak. Stewart then said he didn't want to cause any more confusion. I don't have anything to say, because you are a demon, Stewart. I don't care if your family is watching me right now, because I can't stand these type of people in our communities. I'm not talking about black people. I'm not even talking about street dudes. You know, there are street hustlers who are very prominent figures in the community. They don't hurt the community. They don't rob the community. They don't do home event. None of that. They might do things that are illegal that might just hurt the establishment of the republic, i.e. government. That's it. I'm not in here to say I'm for it or against it, but we can respect men like that because the Kennedy's family have a man like that in their family. Oops, did you guys forget that with your judgmental ways? But these 2 idiots, man, Trevor and Jerome, you killed a beautiful lady just so you can get the 2 pounds of marijuana, which probably does cost a lot. Had you used your brains, I'm clear, and I'm clearly, I can see you getting this 2 pounds had you just calmed the hell down, relax, and let your single mother out of you, and you would have seen a way properly to get that without killing anybody. You grabbed your AR and shot into the vehicle. Why not just pull up to her, make her stop, and say, where is it? And I'm pretty sure Miss Irene doesn't want to die for a job that's not worth it. She would have given it to you, but you're a complete idiot, and there are other idiots out there who are probably saying, free Jerome and free Trevor. I'm saying hell to the nah. I don't wish prison and jail on nobody, so I wish they would let the family of Irene Presley get proper justice by tying these dudes up, and you know what else. I'm not gonna get into that, but I feel hurt by this, and it's not fair for the city of South Carolina to be looked as a, you guys get what I'm saying, for 2 cancer cells in the community. No street dudes will ever vouch for 2 idiots like Trevor Stewart and Jerome Davis. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm tired of this garbage. I am DJ Bless, one of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. That's why I tell y'all, man, love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed. I don't know what to say anymore, man. Some people just need to be educational purpose. You know what?